nominations page in LoadCall is designed to make it easy to track delivery goals and see your progress as the month progresses for each purchaser and each of the delivery locations that you're operating for them. So you can see up here, we have a form at the top where we can select our date ranges. By default, it's going to be month to date. So since I'm in the month of December, we're going to have December 1st through January 1st as the time frame. And then we can select the purchaser that we want to look at. So I'm going to select Atlas Downstream. And depending on the primary commodity type that your carrier transports, this can be different. But in this case, this example is doing crude oil. So you have the option to choose net or gross barrels. But depending on your commodity type, this may be different. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Load Tickets. And this is going to pull up every single facility that is being delivered to this month for this specific purchaser. So I can sort alphabetically and see in here, we've got quite a few different facilities that we are delivering to. And then you'll notice that some of these have large red lines and some of them have a little bit of green past it. So at this point, at the time of filming, the month is 75.6% complete. You can see that it's about 75% completed on the chart. And each column, or this column right here in each row, has something called the daily nom, or the daily nominations. So this would be your daily goal of how much that you want to deliver to the specific site to meet your overall monthly target allotment. So right here in this case, right now, it's set to 35 barrels, but the actual is closer to 30 barrels. If I click on this, I can edit this number. And if I change it to 25 barrels, you can see that now the target goal is being exceeded. So we are 90% complete, although only 75% of the month has elapsed. So you can see everything kind of shifts to green. We're at 119% of our goal. And we can actually reduce our barrels per day to this location by 5, and we would still hit our goal. So what's usually useful is to come in here and to sort by the completion percent, so you can see facilities that are lagging behind. So in this case, this facility is kind of doing the worst here. But some other details you can get into this page. If you click on the 3-dot menu over on the side, there's the ability to see a breakdown as well as trends. So the breakdown page will open up and show you, and this isn't a great example, let's see if we can find another one. We'll show you the different days that deliveries occurred, and if you click on these, you can actually break down by the different topics here at the top. So you can break down by pickup location, see that there were 3 different pickup locations. The Atmore was done on this day, Veneta, and then Augusta, and see how many barrels for each of those. Let's see if we can find one. Typically, if it has a larger number of barrels, there'd be a more interesting breakdown page. But I seem to be having difficulty finding one. But you kind of get the idea. You can come in and see specifically, the different carriers that have transported this material, how many barrels each one has done. So the other thing in here is the ability to track trends. So if we come into one of these, let's go to this one, and go on View Trend, then you can see the graph for the month and see what's going on here. So this one did really well at the beginning, but looks like it's not going to ever get complete because there's no deliveries occurring at this point. So if the trend included, you could go ahead and drag these. Actually, I don't know how far it lets you drag them back. Let's see. Looks like it can go back quite far. So if they were trending like this, if they were working, so this kind of is showing the date range. If by default it's like the last couple of days, but if we move it right here, you can see that if they were delivering this quantity, that they would, by the end of the month, be doing 237 barrels per day and getting quite a large completion percent there, more than you'd actually need your target. So let's see if we can find another one here. Let's sort by total barrels. We just did that one. Let's look at a different purchaser and see if we can find a more interesting trending graph. So yeah, this location has 99 loads. This one should be a little bit better. It might be more accurate. Yeah, this one's good. So you can see this one's had steady production throughout the month, it looks like. You've got a little lag time right here, but it's picked back up. But if we shift this out, if we say that, we're going to be delivering, the last week is about average of what we're going to be doing, you can see what the percent completion is going to be. We're definitely going to hit our goal. If instead it's expected to be more like it was earlier last week, You can see that we may or may not. It looks like we're still good. This location is pretty filled out. But let's see if we can hone in on the worst date. Might be hard to just get one day. Well, this location is pretty good, but if you were trending, this tool is kind of fun to play with. If you can, see that if you don't do any more, then you're going to have a gap at the end of the month. So some tools that should help you go ahead and not only track, but see what needs to change in order to meet delivery expectations, if that's something that is something that your purchasers are kind of concerned about. So yeah, so that's nominations and load call.